Tell us why Jake stays at the end of the episode.
When Jake decides to stay in the hospital with Katie, it's a really interesting choice that he makes for multiple reasons. First off, because he seems like someone who's very selfishly motivated up to this point, and he's sort of brooding and pouting in the second episode at the beginning. He's just sort of with that ball and just like a sob story a little bit.
But he's a physical guy. He likes to get outside and play basketball and all that kind of stuff, and he's stuck in a hospital.
So he's going a little stir crazy.
With children and sick people.
Yes.
Who are dying.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you understand a little bit the reaction he's having, but at the same time, we see that he's a little bit in himself at that moment. And then in this moment at the end of the episode when he stays, you see for the first time Jake sort of prioritizing someone else over himself. And it doesn't really make sense, you know. I don't think it makes sense to him either, why he stays. He feels something that is as close to comfort as he's felt since the quarantine went down. And I think that hope in a circumstance this dire and this awful, I think that's the only thing that keeps you alive. If you lose that, then you're already dead. And I think he sort of feels that as he walks away from her. I think he feels that sort of comfort of being around someone who's, you know, calling him on his bull and sort of just makes him feel like a real person. He doesn't feel like she's just sort of bouncing around in a sphere that doesn't involve him. He feels like she's connecting with him. Mm-hmm. And because he's got all these walls up, he doesn't often get someone who penetrates. And I think that causes him to sort of need to pull it out like a magnet.